The 2025 Kentucky Derby Trail is a roller coaster ride. Few rising stars are making headlines with impressive performances. Others are seeing their Derby dreams fade. Injuries, poor showings, and unanswered questions have cast doubt on once promising contenders. Can they turn things around, or is their shot at the Triple Crown slipping away? Let's take a closer look. At number 1, we have Caldera, making waves on the 2025 Kentucky Derby Trail. And his performance in the Sunland Park Derby on February 16th proved he's a serious contender. Trained by the legendary D. Wayne Lucas, this powerful Liam's Map colt put up a fierce fight, surging past pace-setter Getaway Car in the stretch before being narrowly beaten by a nose. Despite the loss, Caldera showed impressive resilience and determination, traits essential for Derby success. Equipped with blinkers to enhance focus, he seemed to ease up momentarily after taking the lead, allowing his rival to fight back. That moment of inexperience cost him the win, but it also showcased his potential for growth, having dominated in his January 17 victory at Oaklawn Park by 5.5 lengths. He's been on an upward trajectory, improving his Equibase speed figure 99 and Beyer speed figure 91 with every start. The raw talent is there, and under Lucas's expert guidance, Caldera has the tools to develop into a top Derby contender. With more maturity and race experience, he could be peaking at just the right time. At number 2, meet John Hancock, quickly emerged as one of the most intriguing names on the Derby Trail. This talented Constitution colt, trained by Brad Cox, delivered a gutsy performance in the Sam F. Davis Stakes on February 8th at Tampa Bay Downs, going wire to wire in a half-length victory. What made his effort even more impressive was the early pressure he faced, setting a fast half-mile pace in 46.23, yet still having enough stamina to hold off late challengers. He may not have finished with explosive acceleration, but his final furlong in 12.95 showed he has the grit to battle through testing races. With just 2 career starts, John Hancock is still developing, and his unbeaten record suggests plenty of untapped potential. His 96 Equibase speed figure and 85 Beyer speed figure indicate he's moving in the right direction, and with his tactical speed, he can adapt to different race setups. Brad Cox has a proven track record of conditioning Derby-caliber horses, and if this colt continues his steady improvement, he could be a major player in the coming weeks. At number 3, keep your eyes on Baeza, one of the most exciting up-and-comers on the 2025 Kentucky Derby Trail, and his February 14th maiden win at Santa Anita Park proved he's heading in the right direction. Trained by John Sharefs, who guided Giacomo to an upset Derby win 20 years ago, this McKinsey colt is built for success. After an underwhelming debut on turf and a runner-up finish to the highly regarded Rodriguez, Baeza put it all together in his 3rd career start, pressing a fast pace before drawing off to win by 4 3/4 lengths over a mile. His final 8th in 12.57 showed impressive finishing ability, and his 100 Equibase speed figure and 93 Beyer speed figure suggest he's rapidly improving. What makes him even more intriguing is his pedigree. He's a half-brother to 2023 Kentucky Derby winner Mage and 2024 Belmont Stakes champion Dornoch. That bloodline screams classic distance potential, and if Sharefs continues to bring him along patiently, he could peak at the perfect time. With his newfound confidence and ability to sit close to the pace, Baeza is shaping up as a sleeper pick for the Derby Trail. I considered giving the final spot to Getaway Car, but his Sunland Park Derby victory on February 16 didn't significantly elevate his standing in my eyes. While he has solid credentials, including a Grade 1 placing and multiple stakes wins, he still seems a tier below the top colts in this 3-year-old division. That said, his gritty performance in the Sunland Derby, where he battled back to turn away Caldera, was admirable. However, he once again posted a 99 Equibase speed figure, marking the 4th time he's hit that number, which raises concerns about his ceiling. Now, let's shift focus to the 3 colts whose chances on the 2025 Kentucky Derby Trail are cooling down this week. At number 1, we have Magnitude, a colt who seemed destined for greatness before an untimely setback halted his momentum. The son of Not This Time delivered one of the most eye-catching performances of the season, dominating the Fasig-Tipton-Risen Star Stakes at Fairgrounds with a jaw-dropping 9 3/4 length victory. His blazing speed was reflected in a 108 Beyer speed figure, the highest recorded by any 3-year-old this year. However, just as the racing world was buzzing about his Kentucky Derby potential, Magnitude was diagnosed with a bone chip in his left ankle. This injury, announced on February 18th, means he will miss the Derby, a heartbreaking turn of events suspense for trainer Steve Asmussen and his team. Asmussen acknowledged the disappointment but remains hopeful about bringing this talented runner back to the track. Had he remained healthy, Magnitude would have been the undisputed top contender on this list. His dazzling Risen Star performance will be remembered, but for now, his Kentucky Derby dreams are on hold. The hope is that, following successful surgery and recovery, he will return to reignite the brilliance he displayed at Fairgrounds. Coming in at number 2, we have East Avenue, a colt who once appeared to be a future Kentucky Derby powerhouse, but has hit a serious roadblock. The son of Medaglia d'Oro turned heads last summer with a runaway debut win at Ellis Park, followed by a 5 1/4 length triumph in the Grade 1 Claiborne Breeders' Futurity. Those efforts made him the 9-5 favorite in the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Juvenile, but disaster struck when he broke poorly and never recovered, finishing a disappointing 9th. Many were willing to overlook that effort, anticipating a strong 3-year-old return. However, his Risen Star Stakes performance on February 15 raised serious concerns. After a clean break, he tracked the pace from second, but when Magnitude surged ahead, East Avenue completely folded, fading to 10th place, beaten by an astonishing 22 3/4 lengths. Once considered a top 5 Derby contender, his stock has plummeted after back-to-back underwhelming efforts. While his Grade 1 win remains a bright spot, his inability to show late race fight is alarming. With time still left before the Kentucky Derby, his connections will need to regroup fast to get this once promising colt back on track. At number 3, we have Treaty of Rome, a colt who showed promise in his stakes debut but has struggled to take the next step. The Uncle Mo colt finished second in the Mucho Macho Man Stakes, an effort that initially appeared solid. However, the strength of that race came into question after Winner Guns Loaded finished dead last in the Holy Bull Stakes. Treaty of Rome's own struggles became evident in the Sam F. Davis Stakes, where he was within 2 lengths of the lead at the half-mile mark but completely collapsed, finishing 9th, beaten by a staggering 36 3/4 lengths. His inability to sustain his effort in a Derby preparation race suggests that he may need a step down in class to regain confidence. A few other notable Kentucky Derby hopefuls have also hit unexpected obstacles. Disco Time, the LeConte Stakes winner, has not had a published workout since January 18th, and it was recently reported that he missed the Risen Star Stakes due to a minor setback. Trainer Brad Cox remains hopeful for a return soon, but any disruption at this stage of the Derby preparation season is significant. Likewise, Jonathan's Way, last year's Iroquois Stakes winner, missed a planned start in the Risen Star after some concerning blood work results. He is currently undergoing a treatment plan, with his trainer Phil Bauer opting to wait before setting a firm plan for his return. Both horses remain on the Derby radar, but any further delays could seriously jeopardize their chances of making it to Churchill Downs on the first Saturday in May. The road to the 2025 Kentucky Derby is full of surprises. Some rise, some fall, but the excitement never stops. Comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more racing updates.